Meanwhile, Oregon State University just released its 7th annual Oregon Climate Assessment. The 300-page report spells out trouble for the state's climate over the next several decades. As reporter Aaron Ariano shows us, we could see higher temperatures by the year 2100.
Some of the results of this climate assessment were not exactly a surprise to some experts, who also say there are more ways to prepare for what's coming than there are to prevent it.
That Oregon Climate Assessment says without considerable reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, the annual temperature in Oregon is projected to go up by 5 degrees by the year 2074, up to 7.6 degrees higher by the year 2100.
Oregon takes reduction of emissions quite seriously, but it's obviously not enough just because it's a global phenomenon.
Despite the rising temperatures, Fleischman says northern areas of the Willamette Valley near the Columbia River Gorge may see more risks for ice storms in the coming decades. And while all these predicted weather events are on track with warming trends, not a lot of this surprises her. But one data set does.
What was surprising to me, and I think to some of my colleagues, was the extent to which we're projected to lose snowpack across the state by the end of the century. So if you look at sort of the statewide average, no part of the state will lose less than 50% of its snowpack by the end of the century.
So are there ways to prevent these drastic changes in climate? We can only hope.
As hopefully global society and national society is trying to reduce the long-term risks by reducing emissions of greenhouse gases, there is a really strong need to prepare for the changes that we've already seen and likely will continue to see over the next several decades.
You can find ways to prepare for the environmental hazards that will come with all this change on our website. Reporting in Corvallis, I'm Aaron Ariano.
Now, your first forecast with Chief Meteorologist Holden LaCroix.
Man, 2100. Me and Jen were actually just talking before this. It doesn't even seem like a year, but anyway, here we are across areas of Florence right now.